Hello everyone, back to tuning in to today's second video, doing the extended USA forecast for today's second video. So as always on a Wednesday, we're having a look at the weather for the next 6 weeks in the United States, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just say that first video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and we're going to have a 10 to 14 day coming up to you later on today, which will include all of regular features. So please keep checking back to the channel for all of the content, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and thank you so very much everybody for doing that. I hope you're having a lovely Wednesday as well. Right, going to start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly for North America from the ECMWF extended one, and thank you so much to ECMWF.int for supplying the charts, by the way. So this is going to be taking us through the week we're currently in, the 1st to the 8th of May. We can see that we've got a trough of low pressure yet again on the west coast of America, with a ridge up towards Canada, and another trough over on the eastern side of America. And that could well be forcing out quite cool air into those midwestern and northeastern states. That's what you see the temperature anomaly. So a three-way split really. On the west coast it's cooler than average, although like for California for example will still be very warm, of course, given that it's May. Go a little bit further inland and we come into these midwestern states, or west of Midwest I suppose, like the Rocky Mountain states. It's mild and average there, and then east of the Rockies through the Midwest and into the eastern part of the states, it again is cooler or colder than average, especially so in these far eastern and northeastern states. So precipitation wise, we look like this. Let's just flip this over to North America. Where is it? There it is. Precipitation wise, we look like this. So it's a bit on the wet side in the far west, with that low pressure coming in from off the Pacific Ocean. Otherwise, it's rather dry really through many areas. So the Midwest and the East looking rather dry, albeit a bit on the cold side. In the far northeast, so we see above average precipitation through there. And some of these Rocky Mountain states are just a little bit more on the unsettled side. But generally quite a dry scene actually for most parts of America this week. Week 2 will be the 8th to the 15th of May. Let's have a look at this one then. And we find that we get some high pressure building from Canada into the far northern part of America. There's some sort of low pressure down towards the Gulf states, which is a little bit unusual, I think, this time of year. And some lower pressure off the northwestern coast of America and Canada as well. Temperature anomalies look like that. It's going to be much milder next week across most parts of states. Still on the cool side in the west and in the northwest. So this Pacific northwestern region, still quite cool through there. So the southern states do look a little bit on the cool side as well. But obviously becoming much milder, or warmer actually, through the Midwest and on into those eastern and northeastern parts of America. So temperatures clearly lifting up there. Next week, and precipitation wise it does turn really quite wet down across the southern states. So you can see out into the Gulf of Mexico and around the Gulf Coast, above average rainfall coming through there, and into the southeastern corner too. Out west it's dry than average in the southwestern part of America, wetter than average in the northwestern part, and over in the extreme northeast it's a little bit on the drier side too. Otherwise perhaps a slightly more unsettled scene through some of the midwestern and eastern states actually. Week 3 is going to be the 15th to the 22nd of May. High pressure will be towards the northwest and out into the Atlantic. There's a trough of low pressure across the northeastern part of Canada. Temperature anomalies look like that. So still a little bit on the cool side for these southern states. Of course, these were anomalies to average, so we'll still be very warm for like Texas as we're going into well into May at this point. But it's a little bit unusual this time of year to see the far southern states looking quite so chilly. In the northwest it looks warmer through there, and then over on the eastern side and through the Midwest into the east we're reverting back closer to average perhaps. As far as the precipitation anomaly is concerned, it does still look quite wet down here in the far south and southwest, wet through Florida for example, wet along the Gulf Coast, even into some of the southwestern states, a little bit above average with the rainfall, like Arizona for example, which again is quite unusual as you're going into the summer. Further northwards, it's drier than average through those Midwestern Great Lakes states, and then pushing perhaps in towards the northeast as well. It's a weakening signal, but particularly the southern states, quite a strong signal seems to be wet down there. Week 4 will be the 22nd to the 29th of May. We've got a weakening signal now. Some low pressure is up in Canada. Otherwise, let's just put in a question mark. The temperature anomaly is looking like that, and it's cooler than average through many of the western and also to midwestern states. Just in the far east and northeast, we see that it's above average. But overall, that looks like quite a cool scene through many parts of America. And as far as precipitation is concerned, rather above average for precipitation through some of these central southern states. That seems to be a little bit drier further north, but it is a very weak signal. Week 5 will be the 29th of May to the 5th of June. Again, nothing useful can be determined or deciphered with that. The temperature anomaly, quite a weak signal, but certainly it's not looking overly hot. Overly hot, is it? Generally, you'll say average to a bit below there, probably through most parts of America. Precipitation, again, very weak signal, but does hint it could be a little bit wetter in some places. There's little splodges of green around, which is slightly above average precipitation. And then week 6 will be the 5th to the 12th of June. And we've lost the signal altogether now. So again, let's put in 3 question marks. Why not do that? And yeah, you know, no useful signal there at all. No signal for temperature, really. And as far as precipitation is concerned, there won't be any signal for that either. No, as ever, when you get weeks 4, 5, and 6, it does become very sketchy. Okay, that's it for the USA forecast for this week. We'll do it all over again next Wednesday. If you've enjoyed the video, found it useful and informative, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that. We'll be back shortly with your 10 to 14 day, which is going to include all of the regular features. Come back for that a little bit later on. For this week's USA Extended Forecast, that's all for now. And thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.